since a lot of big stars have come in the past year, I think that's it. And we've added some stars along the way that I think are really important to get in the game for everybody.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Cameron Bash here, and welcome back to the Movement Channel, where today we're once again going to be talking about the up-and-coming AEW console game, Fight Forever, as the big man in charge of AEW, Tony Khan himself, has shared some new comments about the game on a recent podcast appearance. If you're excited to hear about all of the updates Tony Khan has to share about the game, including some special mention towards the game's roster, make sure to big boot that like button, because we're about to jump straight into this. Now, the comments that we're going to be taking a look at today come from the Corner podcast, where Andreas Hale sat down with Tony Khan, where they had an all-round very pleasant and insightful conversation about AEW and its current state. If you guys are interested in checking out the full version of this podcast, we'll be sure to leave a link to it down below. But across the course of this podcast, there was one question in particular that raised our eyebrows, and that is when Andreas asked Tony about the AEW console game, Fight Forever.
Last question, where is this AEW game? Do you have any idea if we're going to get in 2022, or are we looking at
I'm not going to put an exact date on it, but we've put a lot of time and effort into this development of this game. It's going to be great. A lot of the great stars of AEW are in it, and a number of people who've come in even in the past year will be featured in that game. And since a lot of big stars have come in the past year, I think that's it. And we've added some stars along the way that I think are really important to get in the game for everybody. And so we'll have a great roster when we launch, and then we'll still be able to add people through DLC as we go, but making sure we get the best possible roster when we start. Can't necessarily, we signed so many wrestlers in the last year, especially in the recent months, we may not be able to get every single person in, but people that have signed pretty recently, we're still trying to get some of the biggest names in, because we think that's the best chance for the launch of the game is to have some of the biggest stars in the world of wrestling in the game. And we already had a lot of them, and we're adding more.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So with that, Tony gives away a few interesting pieces of information. First and most predominantly, he talks about the roster for the game and how they are still adding to it, trying to get many of the bigger, more recent signings into the game, so that the game has the best chance at succeeding when it is released to the public. It's of course interesting to hear him say this, because it comes in direct contrast to the way that the most popular wrestling video game franchise has always done things, that being the WWE Games franchise, as WWE and their game developer partners have usually erred on the side of not including more recent signings, usually stating that they don't have enough time to get them into the game. While Tony didn't give any concrete information on what names would be included on that list, I think it's safe to assume that names such as CM Punk and Bryan Danielson would be high up on the list of priority to get them into the game, with names like Samoa Joe and other ROH stars probably being on a list of people who signed a bit too recently to be included in the main game, but could still be there as DLC. The other interesting thing that Tony commented on right off the bat is that he doesn't have any word or comment on when the game is going to be coming out. It is now June 2nd as of recording this video, halfway through the calendar year of 2022. Previous rumours had suggested that this game was aiming to be released around September time of this year. However, with us being just 3 months away from that date, while Tony is talking about them still developing and adding characters into the base game, I think it's highly unlikely that they'd be able to reach a September release date, and we're going to be seeing this game coming out much later than that. Personally, I don't see this game coming out this year, and I think some point in 2023 is a much more realistic estimate at this point in time. But hey, that's just my opinion on the matter. What do you guys make of all this? Do you think there's a chance that the game could still be released at some point this year? And on top of that, with Tony talking about more recent signings making the cut, if you could pick only one recent signing to be in the game, who would you pick and why? Make sure to leave all your thoughts in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe for more AEW Fight Forever content. Thank you very much for watching this video. We hope you all have a fantastic day, and we'll see you soon for another one.
What the hell is going on here? Wait, no, that's impossible. No, what the hell is he doing here?